This seminar is an introduction to the MPLAB Integrated Development Environment. My name is Daryl Johansson, and I'm a manager for the Development Systems Group here at Microchip Technology. What is MPLAB IDE? MPLAB IDE is a software program that runs on your development environment for your embedded microcontroller design. You can download MPLAB IDE for free at microchip.com/mplab. The design cycle for developing an embedded controller application is 1. Do the high-level design. From the features and performance desired, decide which PIC micro or DS PIC device you need, then design the associated hardware circuitry. 2. Knowing which peripherals and pins control your hardware, write the software. Use either assembly language, which is directly translatable into machine code, or use a compiler that allows a more natural language for creating programs. With these language tools, you can write and edit code that is more or less understandable with constructs that help you organize your code. 3. Compile or assemble the software using a language tool to convert your code into machine code for the PIC micro device. This machine code will eventually become firmware, the code programmed into the microcontroller. 4. Test your code. Usually a complex program does not work exactly the way you might have imagined, and bugs need to be removed from your design to get it to act properly. 5. Burn your code into a microcontroller and verify that it executes correctly in your finished application. This seminar will show you how MPLAB can do steps 1 through 4. Step 5 will require some hardware and will be covered in another seminar. This exercise will show you how to put together a project framework, how to build an application, and how to test it with the simulator to verify that it works as expected. After you have downloaded and installed MPLAB IDE, you can start it up, and you'll see a standard Windows graphical user interface. With menus, toolbar icons, and a status bar. To get started, we'll use the Project Wizard, which is selected from the Project menu. Many of our development boards and starter kits come with finished projects that you can load and examine. The Project Wizard makes it very easy to set up a new project. The first thing the wizard asks for is to define which processor you are using. We'll use one of the 16-bit DS PIC digital signal controllers for this project. If you have installed any C compilers, they will show up in this list. If not, you may only see the free assemblers that come with MPLAB IDE. Note that all of Microchip's C compilers can be downloaded for free evaluation. Next, we'll browse to the folder to store our project and name it Project X. We have already written the code for this project, so we simply add files to our project, selecting them from the left file listing and pressing the Add button to make them show up in the right pane. If you had not written any code yet, you can easily add files to the project later. And that's all there is to creating the project. The summary screen tells us that we're using a DS PIC processor with MPLAB C for the PIC30, also called C30, and that the project is in a folder on drive C. When we exit the Project Wizard, the project window will look like this. If the project window is not shown, pull down the View menu and select the project window. In order to test the code, we need a debug tool. MPLAB Sim is a debug tool. It is a software simulator that can be used to test code on the PC. Select the Debugger tool pull-down menu. Scroll over to Select Tool and the submenu will pop up so we can select MPLAB Sim. Now we can build the project by selecting Build Project under the Project menu pull-down. Or use the Build All icon from the toolbar. The output window will pop up and tell us if the project built correctly. If we double-click on the file named main.c in the project window, it will open in the programmer's text editor window. Here we scroll down to the function main. Using the right mouse button, we set the breakpoint 2 lines into the function, as indicated by the red symbol with the letter B. Next, we select Run from the debugger menu, or the green arrow on the toolbar. Now we can single-step through the code from our breakpoint. Use the debugger menu pull-down, or the toolbar icon to step. We can continue stepping through the code. And that's how to get started. If you want to look at variables and their values, you can open the Watch window, which is on the View pull-down, and add variables to be viewed. Once you are familiar with these basic steps, you are ready to go on to explore the power of the MPLAB tools. You might wish to explore the difference between step into and step over. As an alternative to breakpoints, you can choose to trace your code with a record of instruction execution. You can change variable values in the Watch window to see the effects on your application. And you can set complex breakpoints on particular variable values or sequences of events. There is a lot more to MPLAB than we've covered. Some features are listed here. All are covered in the online documentation that comes with MPLAB. If you haven't already done it, now is a good time to get started with MPLAB IDE. For an overview of Microchip's development tools, you might wish to view the web seminar titled An Introduction to Microchip's Development Tools. To get MPLAB for free, simply go to our website at microchip.com/mplab. This is the end of our presentation. Thank you for your time.